Hi, this is Coach Joe, and welcome to the Magellan Network Show. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all off to a great start here in 2019. And in this episode, let's talk a little bit about rituals. Let's talk a little bit about habits. Let's talk a little bit about behaviors, which when you put all three together is 80% of success in our industry, not the mechanical parts of it, not the designations, not the project, not the practice management stuff, although important. It's really your habits, beliefs, and behaviors. So let's get into it. So habits, right? What do you do every day to be successful? So if you think about it, habits fall into really three categories. Those that really support your mission, i.e. your goals. Those that are somewhat neutral. They don't hurt, they don't harm, right? They don't help, they don't harm. And then the ones that really suck the life out of you, right? The third rail, if you will. And what I need you to do, and I want you to think about this as an exercise, and yes, I will give you some exercises from time to time. I want you to look at your habits, and I'm talking about the daily stuff, right? And I want you to put them in three categories: help, neutral, harm. Right? So what would be some of that's helpful? So maybe you get up in the morning and you exercise, right? So that would go in the help category, right? Oh yeah, definitely helps the cause. Maybe you review your business plan and your goals. That would definitely go in the help thing, right? Maybe you read some motivational, devotional, spiritual stuff, right? Maybe meditate, help, right? So that's all cool. But then maybe you listen to a little, you get in the car and maybe listen to like ESPN radio or NPR or something like that. I'm not going to say that harms you. It doesn't help. Probably I put that in the neutral column, right? So maybe some of the things that you consume intellectually, they don't really fall in any category. They're kind of just there, right? They're in that middle zone. But what goes in the harmful category? Now, look, I think, nutritionally, right? So you end up ordering lunch by number, right? Anytime you order lunch by number, by the way, it's probably not good for you, right? So, our nutrition is not good throughout the day. So our energy levels fall. That would go in the harm, right? Not having a written daily game plan would be harmful, right? So I want you to think about things that you do each and every day. And what I want you to do is kind of and this is really more about being cognizant and really being aware of what you're doing. More so than anything else. What I tell my clients in January, and I'll share this with everybody here, is January I don't care about production. I don't care about revenue. I don't care about any of that. You know what I care about? Habits. Habits, habits, habits. Daily game plans. Morning rituals. Because if I can get that wired in January and we stay consistent throughout the year, you're going to have a great year. Right? And let's face it, December, right, holidays tend to break a lot of things down. What happens in December? Hey, our nutrition usually goes a little sideways, right? There's holiday parties, we cook, we do certain things, we drink more probably than we should, things like that. We may sleep in a little bit, but we're on vacation or in downtime. And so, we have a little bit of that going on, right? And that's why, by the way, if you think about this, I don't know if you ever realized this, but when is the peak of cold and flu season? It's January. It's January, early February. Now, people think, well, it's cold out and, stuff like that. You know what really the real reason is, based on what I've read? We've taxed our immune system as a society so bad over the holidays, right, that we're at a low point, and it's just easier to get ill, right? So I want you to be aware of all these things. What I care most about, quite frankly, is you getting out to a great start this year. So I want you to think about your habits. Now, your beliefs. So here's what you have going into the new year here, 2019. What are your goals? What do you believe? So let's talk about this for a second, right? And I think could be a tendency, because of what's gone on in the markets and things like that our brains will go into a little bit more of survival mode, right? Well, we may not have a great market, and so my brain goes, okay, so how do you take advantage of it, right? Yeah, you may lose something here, right? Especially if you're fee-based. But where you're going to gain, right? Because here's the reality. I think most advisors, quite frankly, have had it easy the last 10 years or so. And we've lost our muscles on how to deal with adversity when it comes to markets. And I think it's a little bit of a freak out for some people. But I also know that this year there'll be more boomers retiring than last year. that there'll be more advisors retiring than last year, and there'll be more people in need of help this year than last year. Because remember this, good markets hide all sins. Bad markets expose all sins. Now, what I mean by all sins is practice management, communication, planning, the industry, right? When things are well, if a client doesn't hear from somebody, they kind of, but I'm up, right? Look, my statements, I'm up. Well, when that disappears, how come I haven't heard from him? How come I haven't done a review? How come he's not doing anything? What's he doing for his fees? What's she doing for her fees, right? All those things. So you need to be aware that it's actually easier to get new clients. It's actually easier to get new assets when markets are like they are, when we have this adversity. I found that to be very true in 2008, 09. I found it to be very true in 2000 with the tech bubble. I found it to be very, very true. Oh my gosh, anytime there was any kind of pullback or anything like that, it's actually easier to get assets. So I want you to be aware of that. And that's all mindset, by the way. This is all about the psychology of belief set right on that. All right. So habits, beliefs, behavior. So either you're going to have a scarcity mentality, you're going to have an abundance mentality. That's it, right? So where are you? If you think, I want you to believe that you can grow your business this year, that no matter the market, right, no matter the economics, right, geopolitical stuff, all that jazz that we have zero control over, by the way, just remember that in spite of all that, you can still go ahead and accomplish your goals, still grow. Somebody says, well, Joe, what do you look for with a client on growth? And I've always said, you better not show me anything less than 10%. Most of my clients will grow at anywhere from 20 to 30, 35% a year over year. And we're talking about mature businesses. So we're not talking about like startups. We're talking about mature, multi-million-dollar production teams that will bolt on $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 of revenue each and every year. And the reason why they do that is, well, they believe they can, right? It's the first thing. So next episode, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to hold it. I was going to do it now, but we're getting a little late in the episode here. But I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to remove the name, of course. But I'm going to tell you a story about somebody, and hopefully they get to watch this too, and hopefully it makes an impact for them. So with that being said, again, who do you need to become in 2019 to accomplish your goals? Have a great day. So there you have it. If you've enjoyed watching this episode of the Magellan Network Show here on YouTube, go ahead and make sure you subscribe to this channel. Also, I want to offer you a complimentary 14-day free trial to my group coaching and mentoring program, the Magellan Network. So go ahead and visit MagellanNetwork.net. That's MagellanNetwork.net. And I'll hook you up 14 days, no strings. I promise you that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on our next episode.